This video is to demonstrate Logic Pro 10.5's Drum Machine Designer. To build the Drum Machine Designer, I will use much the same steps as I did to build the QuickSampler instrument. You could either drag in a beat from the loop library, search through your media browser, or like me, bring in a sample that I have already trimmed, and I'll drag this into a fresh track. Let's have a quick listen to how this sounds like. Alright, let's drag this to a new track, and voila, you have the Drum Machine Designer. The Drum Machine Designer user interface resembles that of a drum machine with all its pads laid out, each pad containing a percussion sound. What the Drum Machine Designer has done is it's analyzed your audio file and determined where each discrete percussion sound appears, and it does this by looking out for the transients. So I'm going to quickly audition these sounds and determine which ones I want to use. That's definitely our kick. That could be our hats. Let's call that our snare. Let's make that our tom. Let's call that perk for percussion. Let's make that our second kick. One thing I do want to highlight to you is that even though the Drum Machine Designer has allocated the slice points where it starts and ends, you can still go in and fine-tune where the start and ends occur, even at a fade in and fade out if you wish. So the Drum Machine Designer has taken your audio file and created MIDI notes from each discrete percussion sound, and these MIDI notes have then been mapped to the pads. I shall mute this because I don't want it and turn off the track that bears my audio file and get started. Let's have a look at the percussion sounds that we already have, and I shall delete the tracks that we won't be using, and I think I'll just rearrange them so that it makes sense to me as I work through them. Let's bring on the grid window, and you will notice that I have the cell that I created of my sampler instrument. Now I will create a beat, and to do that we need to, in the grid window, create a pattern cell. So if you double click that, the step sequencer window will be revealed, and we have our two kicks, our snare, our hats, our percussion sound, and our tom. So let's build a quick pattern, shall we? You can keep this running as you're building it if you want, so you get to audition the pattern or the beat that you're building as you're doing it. So far we have been dealing with the step sequencing window. If you switch over to the velocity value window, you'll notice something has happened. With each drum sound, you get access to the velocity of that note, meaning how hard or how soft you are hitting that note at that particular point. So as you can see, if I scroll it down, the velocity drops. I'll bring it back up again. Let me solo kick too. Cool, I'm quite happy with that. I think I'll do the same for the tom. What do you think? Now if you had a pitch note and you wanted to change the duration of the note, you can do that. So instead of the note occupying just one of these steps or these blocks, you can extend it. It really doesn't have an effect on the percussion sound because there's no sustain to the note to make the added duration obvious. So you're not limited to one hit per block. You can multiply the number of hits per block. Let me demonstrate this to you. So let's pick my percussion sound. And for the last hit, last block, I shall divide it by 4. Let's play it for you to hear. I'll just play that percussion line. You can access velocity and repeat with this drop down arrow for each note if you prefer. Chance is an interesting property. You can determine by percentage whether it will play or not. Let's try it on our kick drum. Start offset's an interesting one as well. It kind of nudges it forward or backwards from the beat for you. Let's try it on the kick. So let's nudge it negatively. You hear that? It's kind of tripping. Let's nudge it forward. That could be useful if you just want something a little looser, but I'm going to stick to precision. There's something that's missing here, and I believe it's a hand clap. And that's where we bring in our drum synth. Let's find a hand clap. Let's go to human hand. I'll pitch it up a bit, I think. Let's create a pattern for a hand clap as well. Let's put it there and see what it sounds like. So there you go, our QuickSampler instrument along with our drum machine designer and our drum synth. Please like and subscribe if you found this video useful. Thanks.